Okay, so I got the final two coats on those holes over there, and this is what I want to show you. Okay, these were some just little dings in the wall, little minor things, nail pop or two. So we ended up doing 3 different small little coats here just to get all that to go away. And what I wanted to tell you, what we do, we're getting ready to paint this wall. But first, since I buffed all this out, I'm gonna take a little damp microfiber towel and look, I'm gonna get this dust right off of there, right onto the towel. And you know, it's a good habit whenever you have any drywall work to get your walls real good and clean before you get ready to do your painting. So another thing we actually do, once we get all this dust off, I'm gonna let this dry a few minutes while I'm getting set up to paint both of these walls, this one here and this one here. And what I'm gonna go ahead and do is when I go to cut this, I'm gonna come right over here. I'll already have my roller out to roll right behind my cut. So I'll have the roller and tray sitting here. Before I cut this in, I'm gonna take my roller and I'm gonna roll just a little bit of paint right over these drywall spots. Okay, and then I'm gonna let it sit there, flare your edges so you don't leave any nap lines, but I'm gonna roll over and let that paint soak right in to that mud there that I did. Then I'm gonna jump over here and cut and roll this, come back, cut this guy, and then as I roll that coat on, this will have already had a coat that's sucked right in, and then that finished coat there I roll over the top will make every bit of this disappear. There won't be any flashing, anything like that coming through the finish, because this is a satin sheen, so it's got some shine to it, and we want these imperfections here to blend in beautifully and not flash back through. Okay, so look, I rolled right here. I went way past what I needed, came under that light, and you can see it right there. So I went past it, went below, and then feathered all the edging. So this is gonna sit here and dry and soak up right now while I cut and roll this wall. And then I'll come back and cut this and then roll that entire thing, and that'll become one nice big sheen. So the reason for the tape, you'll see that later on in the video, as I'm rolling that, even that little bit right there, I don't want the splatter to get down there on that big top lip. That's almost 5/8 of an inch, big wide top lip. So just that rolling up and down, you'll speckle and light that right up. So that's just for coverage. I'll take that off and cut the wall. And then right as I get ready to roll, I'll put a strip all the way back across so we don't get any splatter from the roll. All right, so this wall's done, and I've got the lights on right now because I want you to see, once you see with the 2 lights on, I want you to see it with it off. So you can see the shadow right there. That is this. And then that little light there is that little shadow. So keep those kind of out of your view and you can see what I'm talking about. Now let me come down, turn the light off so you can see better. So we're gonna get the shadow from the light itself, and there's me. So I'm gonna try to get out. There we go. Now you can see that sheen all the way down. It just acts like just a balloon stretched right over the wall. And then there was that tape. Let me show you something. You see it? So that's why I put that on there, because all that speckle would have been right there on that white. It would have lit it up. And then see, we got a little bit of natural light coming in here. So that way you can really see really clean sheen all the way down. All those imperfections are taken care of now. Just a smooth, really smooth sheen. So this one over here is in the same boat. It's going to be really hard to tell, so you'll just have to take my word for it, but I've already got stuff sit here ready to go. So the drywall work is finished. We had those two good sized holes right here. Finished those out, and I went ahead and done the same thing. I took a little small roller and just rolled those couple of spots to get the paint to soak up. Really in person, you can't even tell that there's anything wrong, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut this roll, or cut and roll this anyway. Just so, there you go. You can kind of see it right there. There's a little bit of flashing. That's where it already soaked in, those two spots I did. So that's the whole reason I'm getting ready to cut and roll that. But all in all this turned out good. I still have that to do, but I've been working on the other part of the house as well.